Let me tell you about the Showbiz Roundtable. So, the political atmosphere is getting charged up as the general election draws closer, but with political parties, which of them has the best plans for the entertainment industry? The answer to this and more will be provided at the 5th edition of the Joy FM Showbiz Roundtable. On this edition, which is dubbed the Manifesto Debate on Creative Economy, we are offering a platform for political parties to present their policy ideas on creative arts, the tourism, art and culture for the next 4 years. The program will air live on Joy 99.7 FM and Joy Prime on September 14, 2024. Speaking for the NDC will be Baba Sadiq, who is NDC parliamentary candidate for Okaikwe Central Constituency, and Rex Omar, who is also a member of the NDC Manifesto Committee. From the camp of the MPP will be the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Art and Culture, Mark Okrekumante, and the Chief Executive Officer of Ghana Tourism Authority, Akwesi Ajiman. And this show will be hosted by me, produced by Philip Nye. It's powered by Showbiz A to Z, your most authoritative entertainment talk show in Ghana. In the meantime, though, we're getting into some campaign songs, political songs. We want to look at how impactful they are. Joy 99.7 FM. So listening to the various anthems of the two major political parties in Ghana, the NDC and the NPP. This one sets the tone for us for our discussion today. And we're looking at how beneficial or impactful these songs are to electioneering, as in elections, the campaigns of these political parties. And over the years, we've heard or seen a lot of these musicians compose songs for the political parties. Do these songs win elections? Do they have any impact on the electioneering? We're getting into that. Even before I play to you a number of the songs that have been composed for the various political parties over the years, let me tease the minds of my guests right here. And okay, so Adam,
Kwame,
we are in an election year, and almost every 4 years you hear these musicians do songs. Kwapena, Daddy Lumba, all these people. Have you heard any new ones this year?
Yeah, I've heard some new ones coming out this year. I think I've heard the 24-hour one by Nasi for NDC, and also Samini, No Pressure.
Okay.
I mean, it's a subtle political song.
It doesn't mention anybody.
Yeah, but a very subtle one. Because, I mean, there's certain references he makes in the song, and we know who he's talking about, driver, mates, and all those things. Then, I mean, just this afternoon, I've seen Obapa Christie at an MPP event where she says a campaign song coming soon, and she was like teaching the people how to sing the song. And we've already seen Oforian Ponsa in the studios with apparatus. And when it comes to apparatus, you know what he's cooking. So certainly, Nero X earlier dropped a song for the NDC.
Charlie.
So clearly, people are lacing their boots, and I mean, in times like this, it becomes also like the cocoa season for the artists who are politically aligned.
Oh, okay.
So I mean,
they take money.
Yeah, of course, because Charlie, you lose because some of them they have either declared their love for the party, so this is a way they can get something from the party. I mean, by getting at work. And there is a song by this fine gospel artist.
Gospel artist?
Possible. Is it Possible or so? She featured Trick Martin some time ago.
Oh, Hetty Bongret?
No.
Which one is that?
Not Hetty Bongret.
Okay.
Is it Philippa Befi?
Befi.
Yeah. And she says, yes, it's not for the party. It's not for MPP.
But the title is Possible.
Yeah, and she says she's a NPP fanatic. So if the party wants to use the song, she doesn't have a problem.
Years ago,
I mean,
she gave out Go High.
Yeah. So there are underpinnings. So there are a couple of them out there. I mean, going straight to ensure that they also make something out of the season. Some too are just for the love of their parties.
Yeah. Okay, these are just introductory remarks. Let me come to you, Robert. Have you heard any of these new songs? Any of these new political campaign songs? You've heard all these ones,
yeah,
right?
I think so,
Okay, okay. Let's listen to. Let me take you back. Years ago, when this one, 2008. Yes, Kwabena. With number one, now let's take a listen to this particular one too from D Aja. As Ida B, D. Aja. Now, this one. The impact, the importance of political songs on elections or campaigns by these political parties. And you've listened to some of these songs. I'll be playing more to you later on the show. But in the meantime, let's get in here and start the conversation. Let me remind you that we'll be speaking to Jack Alolome, who has done one for the NDC's John Mahama, and Nicholas Omanie Champon, who also has one for the MPP. Now, let's get talking. Chief Mumin.
Yes,
So almost every 4 years you hear,
Absolutely.
musicians sing for the politicians. How important are these campaign songs?
Let me say a very good afternoon, since this is a political sort of discussion to Vice President Dr. Bawumia, to former President John Mahama, and of course to Auntie Joyce Bauer, who told me that she's listening to the show.
Oh,
right? So
okay.
shout out to Joyce Bauer.
Shout
This
out
show, a
to
lot of
you,
important
Auntie
people,
Joyce.
listen to it. Anyway, straight up, a song alone cannot win an election, right? But it can go a very long way in building momentum. Probably we have to understand the function of music in society.
All right.
Music to inspire, to excite, and to drive a particular campaign. So music is deployed across various social facets. Music is an important tool in religious spaces, especially in our part of the world. If you go to charismatic churches, one of the most important, elements is music, to praise God and to, really get people fired up. And shout out to Mensa Otable and their last conference that they did. What's the title? Greater Works. The level of detail in Curia. I follow some of it online, and I was so impressed with the level of detail and professionalism. And we know that in Ghana, some of the best songs in terms of music resides in the churches. In terms of instrumentation, singing, and some of the great talents come from the church. We also see music in social circumstances. So whether you're doing an outdooring, a party, a funeral, there was a recent trending video of a funeral in Ghana where people were actually jamming, celebrating the people's life. So we must first understand the role of music, in the world and in societies, and how it is used to excite people. So it makes sense that in a field like politics, that is interested in capturing the minds and the hearts of people, that is interested in building momentum to drive a particular result, to get people out there to vote, music will be deployed. And usually music is deployed, first of all, to build excitement for a candidate, to get a candidate's name all over the place, but sometimes also to put out some very important information. For example, like where, a candidate is on the ballot. So one of the songs that you played, about Muhammad being on top or something like that, and there was that Asiho thing. And now I remember growing up in the 90s, actually, during the PNDC, it had transitioned to the NDC days. One of my favorite political songs back then, and I know I'm not going to sing it right because I don't speak Ga very well, but we had Wole wole moko, wole moko woke, jeje baya wole moko, wole moko. I was expecting someone to correct me. Robert, I was expecting you to correct me.
The Ga.
Yeah.
The thing is this.
It's like Jama song, right?
Wale Moko.
Okay.
It's not wrong.
Okay.
And but there's also Wale Noko.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
As in we don't know nothing. The only thing we know is say we they go plus this person. That one too is not wrong.
But what is the original one?
That's what I'm saying. That at this point I can't really say.
So is it Noko
Because-
or Moko?
No, it could be either
It could be
because
either,
a day
okay.
it has to be with meaning.
Okay.
So if you are saying you don't know anyone,
That's Moko.
yes, and then you say okay, JJ Baya means we don't know anyone.
All right.
The only person
right.
we know is JJ, and we are going to go with him. That's
Okay,
what it
so
means.
it makes
Okay,
sense.
it
So
makes
it still
sense.
makes
Yes,
sense.
I mean that was very popular. There, Rollins was extremely charismatic, and obviously we also remember from the transition between the NDC and the MPP in the year 2000. And one of the songs we had, Ghanaians are suffering from massive corruption. Everywhere we go, we are driving, and we got the savior, J.A. Kufuor. That was also a wildly, popular song. And then of course I can't remember of a particular song of Atta Mills though, like an Atta Mills related song. I stand to be corrected.
That was this man, the gospel man.
Okay.
Who?
Tamils.
Lenny Akpadi.
Okay.
He remixed
the gospel,
song.
and that's one of the
For
trends that
Tamils.
we also see, taking maybe sometimes popular Jama songs or popular gospel songs and remixing them to popular songs. And of course the Lumba, I would say one of the best campaign songs. Obviously if it is coming from someone like Lumba, who himself is a poet, and that song was everywhere. And for me, one of the most beautiful moments was when Nana lost the election. That was in 2008, right? NDC was playing a song to celebrate. It was so beautiful. Yes. And I think that those are some of the things that take away, the tension out of our politics. And obviously there was also the very wildly popular. And I remember that when we did Walk by Jackie, actually we had a whole session where we talked about Ghana's transition. We played the very political songs, and Muhammad the last time had this John 3:16 on Napo. That was also another very powerful and viral song. So I think that what these songs do for campaigns is that it builds momentum. And when you have a very good campaign song, it can help build excitement. And elections are all about momentum. If you go back to the US, when Biden was on the ticket, people felt that the Democrats were losing momentum because there was so much negative publicity about Biden and his health, and people not thinking that he had the cognitive ability to run the elections or to run the country. And when they changed and Kamala Harris came onto the ticket, you saw how there was so much momentum. You see how the Americans deploy music. Some people even wanted to sue Trump because they said by even using their songs on the campaign trail to bring him on stage was something that they didn't permit, right? Beyonce has this freedom song that Kamala Harris has adapted, and suddenly there's a whole excitement around the Kamala Harris, kind of like candidature. Well, until this interview, I'm not sure how she's trending now. There were people are saying that the interview wasn't, didn't do much. But of course, Trump does a lot of terrible interviews as well. It's just that people are numb to Trump's, faults now. But my point is that music in every political jurisdiction in any country will play a very important role, and in our part of the world, they have played equally important roles in building momentum. And if you have a campaign that is on the way to victory, music can help push that victory. I wouldn't say that if you have a losing candidate, no matter how good that song is. I mean, obviously we had a song, we had a Lumba song in 2008, right? No matter how good that song was and how powerful it was, it didn't make the difference in making Lumba president. I mean, the last election, that was the 2016 election, we had Onapo. I would say Onapo was an extremely viral song, right? But it didn't win elections for John Mahama. So although music is one of the tools of the campaign, it's not necessarily the one thing that is going to push you across the finish line. But over the years, we've seen very skillfully, political parties deploy music, for the benefit of their campaigns.
Awesome, chief moment right there. Now let me get to you, Robert Clark. Robert, so do you think that there possibly could be somebody out there who'd listen to a political song and say, because of this song, I will vote for this party? Is that possible?
Yeah, it's possible. And there are several reasons why. As a matter of fact, there's an article on this whole thing where somebody's exploring the various elements of political songs.
Songs, okay.
Or songs for political campaigns, let me put it that way. And in some of the research elements, respondents...
Respondents.
Yeah, respondents. So there was research, an actual research done, and then there were respondents saying that, well, if the song is done by somebody they love, and it's nice, they are willing to vote for that particular party. So yeah, apart from the fact that you actually have that, there are obviously explanations for some of these things. If an artist sings a song for a political party, what it simply means is that, one, you are endorsing the party. Whether directly or indirectly, you are endorsing the party. Two, your voice, so in this particular case, your voice, which everybody knows is tied to your brand, and then you also have your image, tied, or by extension that particular thing is happening. Now, by secondary brand leverage, what it simply means is that if people respect you, they believe in your ideals, they love you and whatever you stand for, that particular brand by extension goes to the party and goes to endorse and goes to encourage people to actually support that party. So yes, if you have any form of influence, what it simply means is that there's a certain number of people who are likely going to have their votes influenced by you, especially if you have that impact and influence over their lives. So that said, it means that yes, if you do have songs can have impact, and and there's evidence because of the research materials I've read in that particular space as well.
Okay, Robert Clark there. Now, Adam.
Yeah, man.
So we're talking about songs. Songs
Yeah.
have messages. They contain, messages. And for political songs or songs for political campaigns, they contain the party's ideals and all that. Do you think that they have the power to convince people to vote for a political party?
Yeah, they do. When you look at the whole political communication, cycle, there are some two important aspects of political communication. That is message and the channel. So like the media. So message is very important when it comes to political communication. And when you have the message, the channels through which you are to send the message to the target audience, they are very crucial. And songs are able to give you that. You are able to package the message in songs. Then, because the songs are media friendly, you are easily able to get the channels. Now, that's where the crucial aspect is. When it comes to PR, there are three types of media: the owned media, the earned media, and the paid media. Now, because some of these songs are in such a way that the media can easily play it for free, you can have some of these songs, and by virtue of having it, you can get an earned media, which is free, through some of these songs. And we've had this afternoon, you've played some political songs without people coming to pay for. And that is an earned media they have received through the song. And these are some of the things the songs are able to do. They're able to help them get some earned media. Then aside everything, where the voter psychology comes in, if you look at, we call something elaboration likelihood model. And it's one form of model to see how people assimilate or take information.
Okay.
And it says that there are two ways people assess information. There are some people who assess information.
No,
through
assessing or accessing. To access or to assess.
Let's
be clear. To get chance to the information,
yeah,
or
to accept
or to evaluate the information.
Accept, evaluate,
Okay,
and
to access. Okay,
yeah,
good.
to accept it.
Okay,
So there are two ways.
okay,
There is the one through the central route, and those who accept the information through the central route, they are those who scrutinize that what is this message this guy is talking about? Is this correct? How factual is it? How this is that? So those people who accept those information through the central route scrutinize, and there are those who do that through the peripheral. Those people do not assess or scrutinize the information before they take it. So it's like somebody says that I want a laptop, a cheap laptop, a good and cheap laptop. Such person just need, so if he gets to the market and it's a good laptop, he can open it, see, and it's cheap, he just take it. But there are some people who are looking for a certain, qualities of a laptop. So those people are the central route. It's like, okay, I want this memory, I want this, I want this. So those people assess the information, scrutinize before they take.
okay.
So songs are able to get these two people. There are those who get just the feeling of the song, they go with the vibe.
All right.
That's the peripheral people. And there are those who are going to do it through the central route, and they will scrutinize the song. So if you have people ability to accept information through these channels, then you can package something and put in a song. Then if you come to the political songs, there are some important roles it plays. at times it's not only even about the other person who has not thought of voting for the party. That at some point in time, your people in the party even lose hope in the party.
All right.
But some of these songs serve as, I mean, a tool to create a brand community where people with the same values, ideas come to like energize themselves. And when you are able to get that, you know, one of the importance of a brand community through the song, if you're able to build a strong brand community, one of the importance is that they can become your ambassadors.
All right.
So these people are able to take the song, boom, and take it to, I mean, take the messages in the song and take it out to people. So it's very crucial. And also it creates awareness, PR purposes for some of the candidates. You know, when you play the NDC song, which was talking about the number on the ballot sheet.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a crucial advertising, I mean, importance that it was playing. Trying to educate people, sensitize them on where the candidate is. So this is a crucial, I mean, role the songs are. Awareness for the candidates. And if you take that also away, these songs, which are, I mean, be able to bring together some of these people in the political space, at times it serves as an announcing factor. This morning I was going for a walk and I saw Westland, the NPP candidate, Sarah Malhassan Libya. There was a car branded with her image and some PA system behind the car playing NPP songs. And interestingly, just the songs without any message, people were rallying to come around the song.
All right.
And, you know, the driver drove them to a point they were doing a health screening. So it can at times, I mean, it's like a caller sort of calling people together. So it plays so many roles, I mean, in the lives of political parties. This is why this is very popular in America. It's popular in some of the European countries and even in Africa.
All right.
And in Zambia like this, there was a point where the Zambia Association of Musicians were not happy with musicians, I mean, doing songs for the parties because they felt that if the care is not taken, some of these musicians are going to use certain things which may create problems for their career and the country. But the musician had to resist and let them know that, yes, we can be with these people without going the way you think. So the association just had to caution the musicians who were jumping onto political platforms. So songs are really important. I mean, a serious PR to political parties, which must be used well.
Thank you very much, Adam Mensah Chotome, Joe 99.7 FM. I will bring in Bogoble shortly. He's a musician. I'll be asking him if he would want to, or if he's willing to do a song for a political party if they approach him. But in the meantime, we have some of the people who have done the political songs on the line. I have Omani Echampon, but before that, he has the song for the NPPs. Okay, yeah. Pone, and he is a sympathizer of the new Patriotic Party. He's done a song for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, who is the presidential candidate for the NPP. And Nicholas is online. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
How are you doing?
Oh, by the grace, I'm good.
Are you still breaking the 8?
Oh, with God, all things are possible. So it is possible.
Okay, thank you so much for your time this afternoon right here on Joy FM. We're analyzing, how beneficial these campaign songs are to the various political parties, and you have done one for Dr. Baumia. What inspired this move?
Okay, I will say good evening or good afternoon to all your listeners in the first place. You see, as you all know, I'm a musician by profession. Spreading the gospel of God through music. But I decided to, join this politics thing after Nana Dankwa, His Excellency Akufo-Addo, declared way back 2008 that when he is voted into office, was going to introduce free secondary school policy. And that is when I decided to join this politics thing in order to campaign for him, because I knew right from the onset that without education, the future of this country is so difficult. Because I knew what the secondary school issue has worried a lot of families, including my own family,
Okay.
So I decided to, support this good cause which Nanado was, trying to bring on board. And by the grace of God, when we all campaigned for him, at the end of the day, we won the election and then brought the free SHS policy, which Ghana is enjoying. And it is on record that the number of students we have at this moment, it is through this free SHS policy that has, made it possible for a lot of them. Without the policy, majority of them would have been in home by now. So I did not just jump into the politics, but I joined the politics because I wanted to defend the interest and the future of the poor Ghanaian child. That's all.
Okay. Now let me ask. Did you do the song out of your own volition, out of your own free will, or the party gave you some funding for that?
No, I decided to do it because I'm a fan of music, as you all know, and even though I'm campaigning for them mainly because of the free SHS, but at the same time I have to also, let them enjoy some music, because music also carries power. When you put some message across with a mere statement, excuse my language though, it will go. It could go far though, but if you do that through music, it go more far than just putting it in statement or speech. So I decided to do this music in order to support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's agenda, because I have seen that as a vice president, what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has done as a vice president, no other vice president has done that. So he deserved my song. That's why I did.
Okay. But has the party leadership heard the song, and what have they said about it?
Oh, they are enjoying it. Everybody is enjoying the music, and the music is also carrying the message across. It is doing well. Actually, I did not do it in order to, get money whatsoever. Money, you and I, we all need money. You understand? But that is not the real purpose for which I did the song. But the song is actually doing good. It is helping the campaign. That's all. That is my joy.
Has anybody in the party leadership, just by way of appreciating your efforts, maybe giving you a token?
Well, I know at the battlefield, you don't even fight over a crown until the battle is over and you know the victory is yours. So, in fact, I am not worried about the fact that maybe the leadership of the party. What I know is that majority of the leadership members, they have appreciated the song. They've said thank you and all that. But if I tell you that the leadership has sat down giving me some money about the song, that one, no. But I am not worried about it because I know I did a song in order to support the campaign of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And I know for sure we are going to break the 8 in order for the children of this country continue going to the school we are talking about.
Okay. And as a gospel musician, you know how people see those who involve themselves in politics. Have you had any challenges from the Christian community?
Yeah, I am facing a lot of challenges in the form of insult because, you know, in this country, if you want to involve yourself in politics, one thing that you should be aware of before you enter is insult. They will insult you here and there because you are not part of them. So NDC people, almost everybody is insulting me for supporting Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, as if Bawumia is not a Ghanaian. But I have my very good reason for supporting him because I know for sure if we don't take care and we sit down and relax, that we are celebrities, we are stars, and we need to protect our brand and sit down quietly. And if former President Mahama should be voted into power again in this country, the first thing he is going to do is to cancel the free SHS policy. I know for sure he will do that. And that is why we are not keeping quiet. We should do our possible best to make sure the poor Ghanaian child is going to secondary school.
Okay. I don't even want us to get into that because we know for sure John Mahama has said he's not going to cancel the free senior high school.
But my brother, what did he say in 2008?
Away from that, let's look at how political songs or songs for political campaigns impact the campaigns. Let's go straight to that side. For example, the song you've done for Bawumia.
It will still come back to
that
level because
I just want to analyze.
I did not just wake up and said I will do a political song.
Yeah.
I am pursuing a cause.
Yeah.
And that cause is to make sure the poor Ghanaian child is still going to secondary school after.
So Amani, please listen to me. So are you sure this song is going to have an impact on the people that listen to it?
Why not? Why not? Because I am sure you are also listening. I did not discuss with you before, doing the song, but then through this song, you are now having me on your show.
Yeah.
You understand? So the song the song is making impact because people are listening. If you can take it word to word, you hear that free SHS bus is arrived.
Okay,
when
sir.
You vote for Mahama, he might cancel it after he has won the election. So the song is saying a lot. The song itself is a campaign song. It is campaigning. So whoever is listening to the song will know that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the one that we should vote for. That's all.
Thank you very much, Nicholas Omanie Champon, for your time this evening here, or this afternoon here on Joy 99.7 FM. Thanks so much. Nicholas Omanie Champon is a gospel musician, and he's done a song for the MPPs. Mahamadou Bawumia, presidential candidates, and the song is titled Breaking the Eight. We'll be speaking to Jack Alolome, who has also done one for John Mahama, the NDC's John Mahama. Yeah, here on Joe 99.7 FM 05511119997. Do you think songs or political songs have the potency of convincing people to vote for a political party? Send us a text right now 05511119997. Now let me come to Bogoble. You're a musician. Now some of your colleagues are doing songs for political parties. If any party comes to you right now, say, "Oh, Charlie, do one song, give me, make I do my campaign." Will you do it? Do it?
Yes, because what we don't understand is the people up there, the people we're voting for. When they meet, they talk, they laugh. But then we, the underground ones, Yeah, we are always fighting. So it's not like letting people know who you belong to when it comes to politics.
Yeah.
It's something you should be afraid of, or something you shouldn't understand. You see, because the big men we see, they all like they even call each other, but we think, I don't know. It's a thing that we don't understand, that we need to understand. Yeah, and aside that, it's business. I'm an artist. They needed music. That's why they came to me. Yeah, they didn't come to me to violate someone or hurt someone. Yeah, I'm just doing my job. And then when you grow old, that's when you realize that the sweetness, all the sweetness in life, we get it in you first. Yeah. So
all right,
just do it for you.
All right, Bogo Blay there. But in the meantime, we have also online Jack Alolome. Yeah, he has this song for the NDC's John Mahama. For John Mahama, and he is on phone right now. Let's speak to him. Good evening, Jack.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Namiadum.
Bibia bako anyumre.
Namijache.
Yo, yetie wonyom a woyema John Mahama. Na ene ewie ye hwe eye enwom a ye ma political parties no. Ye hwe emfaso a ewo so ema campaigns no. Intene ya frewi. Na ne di kan kra Mr. Wu enwom den na kan wo ma wo yesa enwom ma John Mahama.
But that's it. The Dicano, Miss Madam was my children. The amount of year new way, Sena, the call program or attention Sakina. Na, because I make corner, me kwana na me guys ni share me onti. I was alone. And to me do, Regiment, as like me dreaming what is going on in this country. Na, minya thought to be said, aside everything, two managers na manage this country. It's NDC and MPP. Ina no o mamba. Na before no na the old manager no ho. And the new manager no old manager in the term of office enfane say na aso. And o ka kire say we no management or manage no enye ntino o pese o be take over no be manage better than ono ne de no. Okay, yet here because ne hunu dia Obabe wachre the obey the but na fa ye ne huni ntino. Let's give him that opportunity or that chance. And the ma or more. But chief, to me, I am not speaking for anybody, but I'm speaking for myself. To me, when I look at the old manager and this current administration, I think the old one is better than what we are seeing now. That is why I did this song.
Okay, we're listening.
Nti mehwɛ nsɛm a ɔmo ka kyerɛ yɛn ɛne deɛ ɔmo baeɛ a ɔmo yɛ no sisi a no manager wei no so ne term of office aso ɔsi yɛn to ano so yɛn renew ne mandate ne ma no odu ano so say no but when crowd the mechanic say odu ano crowd the yɛn crowd workers na yɛ wɔ adwuma nim no some of us no ɛna yɛ friend so on samro because yɛ management a we mu manage yɛ na enkoyi it's not good.
Yo,
you know,
Jack. Entina ye bisa say anyambia nyum ya we ye NDC party no ana emma of tour na so no skade ye. Enti wa sika na de ye bibia.
Obia man one city.
Na hwe anim so we ma sika nso de.
Pacho say.
Hwe anim say sika be party ne ho de ama anyum ya wa ye.
Me dwene o man no first.
Ana de na adwene second.
O say
the end in a second.
Oh, so we fear everybody, praise God, and fear a man's one. Yeah, that's all man. Every job, man, a few or more 200 because where we are going, you know, I'm worrying now.
Jack, what did you say? Political songs, he was in so be what? A year or more to a banner, so say, Obi Betty, when you me, I can say about to Abama, Jomahama.
Say, one so say, Nisun so, Miss me, said. Being a citizen of this country, you know, say ya butchu boy, say ya ko akwaje dia. I mean, so if you make me I dia boa, and I'm a smile, no.
Yo, maybe so a question be maybe sir or mania champion say wakwaye gospel jum to ni. Won say na amanfo bebre hu politics no say ade bia ense say amanfo de o hu fam nkankan say wo ya nyamedwuma. O sha say o boss anyum yi amajo mahama no unya issues be with any gospel people and I say Christopher in general.
Oh, I know me but I there obi be fro obi no obi su be catch no. I didn't know quite obi bu fu but o say edu ba bia o ka say o hwe no so sa no so kwan da bia no e be she ba bia she na the cost no I be cost because I will say obi no sacrifice e ma bi no.
Okay. Enti no ye da se pass and then so waje brena on ye akasa na ye pese ye humbutaya ojina so a wo de ye anwum no ye da wase bebre se wasem brena woni akasa e wo Joy 99.7 FM so ye da wase. So Jack Alolome there and we asked him the inspiration behind the song that he did for the NDC's John Mahama and he says comparing the tenure of the MPP and the NDC, he believes that John Mahama stands a better chance of doing better for this country. So he decided to do this song for John Mahama without taking a penny from anybody from the party. So he did this out of his volition without, any funding from the political party. But if something comes later in appreciation, he wouldn't reject it at all. He wouldn't reject it. John 99.7 FM. This is Showbiz A to Z. My name is Kwame Dadzie, and I'm here in the studio with Chief Moomin, Robert Clark, Edem, Mensa Chotome, and then Bogo Blay. Show produced by Philip Nye with support from Anita Tay, and it's brought to you by MTN Everywhere You Go and Superstar Multi-Fruit Drink. Now, let's get in here and pick the thoughts of my panel members on what we've heard so far from Omania Champon and Jack Alolome. Chief Moomin.
Yes. I'm going to start with Mr. Omani, right?
Yeah,
the first one who said Muhammad said he was going to cancel the free SHS. I mean, we need to put it on record that is not the position of President Muhammad. Obviously, I'm not the spokesperson of President Muhammad, but that is not the position.
But you know your current affairs.
Yes. The NDC cannot afford to cancel free SHS. And I mean, I think that the policy has come to stay for good or for bad, because it has also become a very I don't want to use the word populist policy. Any government initiative that returns, money to the citizens, is going to be a very popular policy. And a policy like this that helped a lot of people to afford at least their school fees at a secondary level, it's going to be very, very, very difficult, almost politically suicidal. And I think the political watchers have come to a conclusion that the greatest legacy that His Excellency, the current president, is going to leave behind, regardless of all the other challenges that the government has faced or the country is facing, is a matter of free SHS, right? And the NDC would even tell you that even before this free SHS that we know of, Nana, was implemented, they implemented their own version. And the current NDC, President Mahama is even saying that he's going to expand, provide no fee stress access, so of level 100s getting to universities won't have to pay. So my general point on free SHS is going to be very, very difficult for the next government. It will probably have to go on for a couple more years for the nation to now have a sober reflection of the impact of free SHS, because the main argument as at that time was that do we have the infrastructure to accommodate the teeming number of students who get into free SHS, and will that numbers affect quality? What are we looking for? Are we looking for quality or quantity? And there's been a lot of challenges as well. It's just that the government has been hell-bent on ensuring that from the first day of free SHS of Nane's administration, he goes on to it. And I'd wish that we'd express such level of commitment to other issues on government. It shows you that when our politicians really want to do something, they'll do everything possible to do it. So I would say that on free SHS now, especially for any government that comes in the next administration, and if it's an NDC government, it will not be able to cancel free SHS because it will become politically suicidal for you. But after maybe another 4-8 years, the nation can now have a much more sober reflection, especially when the Nana Akufo-Addo administration, because this version of free SHS is being championed by Nana Akufo-Addo. Once he's no longer president, we can look at the policy dispassionately and see whether it is something that we should continue, or now, after giving free SHS for a number of semesters or terms, can we now think of how we can target it to people who really need free SHS? But having listened, this was not about free SHS, it was about the two, exactly, the two musicians. So let me go on to, that most important matter of their perspective. I think that what we are hearing now is that a lot of these songs that they do it voluntarily. So they were not necessarily commissioned. I'm sure that in the scheme of things, there'll be commissioned works, and there'll be other people who feel that as their contribution to the campaign, this is what I can do. And obviously, when it comes to an election, everyone is pitching in, right? The business people are giving money, people are donating cars, people are donating t-shirts. In fact, songs and t-shirts are like one of the mass-facing things in the communication tools of political parties that they use, right? So for these musicians, their contribution to that campaign is the songs that they provide, in the expectation that when the political party wins, and that's where the almost controversial things comes in, right? Do we support political parties because we believe in their cause, because we believe that that's the right thing to do, even if we don't benefit from it? Or do we expect that in contributing, when that political party wins, at least we also have a share of the largesse of the national cake? In principle, if I'm voting for a government, I expect the government to be effective, and being effective, I get to benefit. So the principle of vote is that anyone who is voting, everyone who is supporting a political cause, expects some dividends or expects something in return, right? Even if you're a citizen and you don't know any politician, you don't have any connection, by just voting, you expect that government to go into power will be efficient and deliver goods and services for the national good. So maybe these musicians are also expecting that once they support the political parties and they come to office, they may also, through the competence of governance, they can benefit from the effects of positive governance. But then again, they would also want to benefit from just proximity to power, so that they can also say, oh, when we're campaigning, this was my contribution. So if there are any, in quotes, contracts to be given, I may also have something, or at least someone will show me that appreciation. Those are ethical issues that we can look at. I think that what I'm more probably curious about is the decision that maybe we should hear from. I don't know if we have any political people that you're going to talk to, but it's interesting what informs their decision to choose some particular artists to do songs for them. Maybe they may already know that these artists are in a way aligned to our political cause, so it is easier to call them and say, oh, please come and do a song for me. And I'd like to see what kind of backroom negotiation goes. For example, Nana a winner like this, who owns the copyright, right? Is it the political party that owns the copyright, or is it Lumba that owns the copyright? I'm quite interested in those aspects of it. And when people also take popular songs like that, what are the copyright issues involved in taking popular songs like this? And another issue, and I know that one musician sued, I don't know whether it was the NDC or MPP, for using their songs without permission. That's also another major issue.
I think last he didn't sue, but he had issues with the NDC using some of his song, a portion of his song.
Yes. So another area as our music industry begins to grow, grow, because when they go on political platforms, political parties will play music. Now in America, they have a kind of like a fair use policy where you apply to a particular organization for use of some songs for political events. Those ones are generally granted because it's not like you're using it for a commercial event, even though some artists may come up strongly and say that we don't want our song in any way to be associated with this campaign. So even though it is not like a key song being used to promote the campaign, it's just being played at a campaign platform, some artists can take some exception to that. So it's so interesting to find out as our music industry grows, whether GAMRO or any of the licensing organizations can give a blanket license to political parties to use music in certain ways. You know, for example, when they have rallies, they play to ginger the audience, and they play all the popular songs, right?
DJ Azonto
and all the popular songs they played. And obviously, when it comes to the musicians, you know, the opportunity to cash out, especially performing at the campaign platform. So we saw this guy who is now trending. What's his name?
Who?
Kim Paluta performed at the NDC Youth Manifesto and performed at the MPP rally, because these are all gigs, they are all opportunities, right? As an artist, you can perform for both MTN and you can perform for both Vodafone. They are competing brands. Political parties are competing brands. But for you as an artist, if the political party wants, if they are coming for you, they know that, okay, there's some relevance that you have to excite their audiences. So that does not necessarily mean that you are supporting, you know, that political party. But one thing I'm curious about is Shatawale's song, Mahama Pepper.
Yeah.
What is the context of that song? Because it's not an official, it's actually a song that he did, right?
He did it.
And then
it was adopted.
It was just adopted,
somewhere.
yeah, just because of that idea of the Mahama. So I found that curious. And the last one before you take the microphone away is the subtle songs that musicians release that are not necessarily endorsement songs. So I know that Sarkodie has come up for a lot of criticism because of some of the songs that he released, you know, during the NDC time that appeared to be critical of the government. And now people are saying, but why haven't you released any similar in this administration? It just tells you how we hold artists to certain standards, especially an artist of that caliber, you know, which connects to what one of our panelists was saying, Adam was saying about celebrities' endorsement, because these celebrities have a voice, and once they put their voice behind you or against you, it can at least galvanize some support or dissuade people. So there are various interesting dynamics.
All right, Robert Clark. So we spoke to Omania Champon and Jack Alolome, and they mentioned why they've done songs for the two political parties, you know, adducing as reason they think that these parties have the best policies for the people. If you want to say anything about that before we talk about the dance festival which is coming up.
I think straight to the point. They have their reasons, they do it out, and you see, it's been said time and again that if this is the season for you to hear a particular type of music because it is needed, if you plug into that particular wave, you are likely to become very prominent. Your song is going to get a lot of hearing, and you yourself will be shot into prominence. It's just like in the football season. If you do a football song, you know, that speaks to that particular wave, you are likely to, you know, ride on that particular tide to gain some amount of prominence, and you can use that to your own advantage. And so yes, it does. It makes sense that you'd have people jump into the space even when they are not contracted, because obviously if you do it, if they asked you to do it, they would have charged money. But if you do it and you do it well and the lyrics are on point, you end up having everybody singing to it, and once they sing to it, you gain a certain amount of equity within the space, which you can ride on for whatever benefit you want to use. So I think it's very strategic from their part, and it's smart, because they are this is their business, and then they have to, you know, think properly and then, you know, utilize what they can. So that's what I have to say about that end.
055111197. Would you vote for a political party because of maybe the message in their in a campaign song? Would you do that? Yes. Let's hear your message now. This one says, political songs don't matter much. I think their works do the magic. Justice from Wayne about Kwame. Good afternoon. Let's know one deceive himself that those songs for political parties or presidential aspirants can influence victory. The songs only create excitement for various party members on their campaign grounds. Period. No floating voter falls for that. Your analysis in the studio cleared that already. Don Mickey Jr. Adringano. Yes, sir. So, Robert, let's talk about, before we come back to the campaign songs, let's talk about the Ghana Dance Festival. We know some things are going on, the Latin dance and all that. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so basically, we 10th anniversary celebration, we we started this particular project or the celebration with the Afro Latin Congress, and the Afro Latin Congress deals with couple dance, to be specific. So we have the salsa, kizomba, bachata, merengue, and Afro. And a lot of people usually say that, oh, but these are foreign dances and stuff like that. But the reality is, if you have music and then you have the instrumentation that enables people to be able to dance, they will be able to use that. Currently, some of the songs that they use in kizomba dance expressions are very heavy on Afro. So Kiri's song, the Lomo Lomo, is one of the songs that they are vibing to and all of that. So for as long as the songs are beginning to inch in that way, I think Episode also has a song, Zouk. Zouk, yes, one of the Zouk, one of the songs that he had on that album, that I think the Atia album. Atia. There's a Zouk song
version of it,
exactly, which actually enables the people to be able to use for dancing. And there are quite a number of songs out there. So yes, couple dance. The names are very foreign, but at the end of the day, when the songs are within a space, that would happen. So for this particular one, we've had guests from South Africa, Togo, Benin, Nigeria, and Netherlands, and one more country I've forgotten, and they're all here. And we started on Thursday. Actually, we had pre-parties, and then officially started on Thursday at Marriott Hotel, and it's been amazing so far. Tonight we are having performances at Mensvik Hotel, and then it follows with the after party. So the performances are usually the height, and then tomorrow we climax the whole show with a relaxation session at La Palm Royal Beach Hotel from 3:00. So that is this particular phase. Again, somebody's asking, so what about the other dance types?
Yes.
But the truth is, dance means different things to different people. So we thought we should celebrate these elements together this particular weekend, and then we jump into the other specifics. One of the areas that I'm particularly extremely happy about because of the build up that I'm getting is a traditional dance competition, Dogo. Dance of Ghanaian origin battle that
Dogo.
Yeah. And I already have quite a number of cultural troops who seem a bit excited about it. So their date is going to come up soon, and then we are also going to have their session happen as well. Then we are also going to have the praise dance concert and battle.
Praise.
Yes.
For the gospel people.
Yeah, and then the church, that's a PIWC, the Pentecost Church. They are willing to partner us to be able to project this, which is also going to be amazing. Then we have the street dance concert that is also going to come off. Then we have the dance sports battles that is also going to come up. Then the dance sports battle, we are going to use that to establish our dance sport league, which is also going to be an annual.
When are these happening?
The dates, we are going to share all the dates, after the one at a time.
In September?
Yeah, from next month, essentially that's from tomorrow, that month inside.
Yeah.
And then so we are going to be sharing that because we want people to be able to focus on all these dance genres and the people within the space and be able to elevate the game. So we are quite excited. There's another one on the lighter note that is the Dare to Dance. Where Adam is challenging Adam is daring somebody to dance, and I think the numbers are quite exciting. There's Tilly is daring someone to dance. What's it? The DJ Slim is daring someone to dance. I was talking to Lexus Bill. What I'm getting is that he should battle Giovanni.
No, okay, maybe he should battle maybe Dr. Pounds or Giovanni.
Well, So we're building the list, and so when it's time for that particular one, it'll be quite interesting to see who is coming to battle who, and all is going to happen under the umbrella of the Ghana Dance Festival. Yeah,
that's great.
For the love of
dance. So what will be the climax of the festival?
The dance awards, essentially. We're going to have dance awards. We've worked on the plaques, and there are categories that we are going to also release, and then from there obviously you see how the heroes or the people who have done extremely well within the space are going to be honored for having done the good job they have done. Our dancers have done extremely well. They are literally controlling the Afro dance community globally because the things they do here are being performed by artists. The Chris Brown did a recent dance video for one of his songs that is like with what's the name, Davido. Yeah. And then some of the artists, they took video excerpts of portions of his dance that they created.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ghanaians are creating dance moves that Chris Brown is dancing to. So we are taking notice of all of these things, and we need to be able to project them. So on days like this, rather than, and I know a lot of people have asked for me to just put everything together, but when you do that, you miss out on some details that need to be celebrated.
Okay.
And that is why we've broken it down. So yes.
So when is the awards?
It's gonna be there. I'm trying to settle that on the date, and then eventually that would go out. Yes. So we should watch out
great
for
one
that.
there. Robert Clark is the founder for the Ghana Dance Festival. It's ongoing, so please, can anybody follow your pages for updates?
Yes, please. Ghana Dance Festival on social media. So when you go to X or you go to Instagram or you go to Facebook, you just Ghana Dance Festival. Just look for that, or you can look for Dance Terra. Either of them, you should be fine. You should connect to us.
Good one there. I'll come to you, Adam, for your pick on Mania Champon and Jack Alulumi. But let's take this breather. I'll be right back.
It's the break of a new dawn, and with it comes the craziness of the hood.
Listen. My Christmas hen did not come home to roost. May they all die. The one who stole it, the one who slaughtered it.
Roverman Production, in partnership with National Theatre and Joy FM, presents an original unkillable white play, I Want to Feed You.
How can you live in Germany and make a girl in Ghana pregnant?
Shows on the 6th, 7th, 8th, 13th, 14th, and 15th of September 2024 at the National Theatre. Fridays at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Rate 200 Ghana cedis. Tickets available via all regular outlets on the Roverman app and via short code *365 *535 hash 050-554-6010. WhatsApp 050-554-6030. Sponsors: Koba, Gino Tomato Mix, GCB Bank, and Tilisti. Communications partner M Notify. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
Gripping conversations, business opportunities, and inspiring life stories in the engine room. We have it all. Tune in to Springboard, your virtual university with Reverend Albert Okran, this Sunday at 7 p.m. on Joy 99.7 FM, Facebook, and YouTube. Catch the repeat telecast on Joy Prime every Saturday at 9 a.m. Sponsors: Enterprise Group, MTN Pulse, UMB Bank, and Central University. Media partners: Joy FM, Joy Prime, and Graphic Business. Springboard. Your personal value will shoot up.
Here's where we turn around. Here's where we turn around.
There's going to come a time that the church will rise as the highest of all the mountains, and saviors will be raised in the church to deal with the world system. And let it be now. We need to have a national focus. We don't have to lose this ambition, or else we work against the Great Commission.
They are equipped in righteousness, the agenda to possess the nations. Welcome to an equipping center of the word and prayer on Pentecost Hour.
Pentecost Hour comes to you on Joy 99.7 FM every Sunday at 1:30 p.m. Hits FM on Mondays at 5:30 a.m. and Joy Prime TV on Saturdays at 7 a.m.
The political atmosphere is getting charged up as the general election draws closer. But which political party has the best plans for the entertainment industry? The answer to this and more will be provided at the 5th edition of the Joy FM's Showbiz Roundtable. This year, we are offering a platform for political parties to present your policy ideas on Ghana's tourism, arts, and culture. Dubbed the Manifesto Debate on Creative Economy, the program will air live on Joy FM and Joy Prime TV on September 14, 2024 from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Speaking for the NDC will be the NDC's parliamentary candidate for Okaikwe Central Constituency, Sadiq Abdullahi Abu, and member of the NDC's Manifesto Committee, Rex Owusu-Mafo. From the camp of the NPP will be the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Mark Okwekumante, and the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Tourism Authority, GTA, Akwasi Ajiman. This thought leadership event is hosted by Kwame Dadzie, produced by Philip Nye, and powered by Showbiz A to Z, your most authoritative entertainment talk show in Ghana.
On the 1st September 2024, the visionary leader of the New Force movement, Nana Kwame Dadzie, will redefine convention with Ghana's first ever virtual policy launch, live on all national TV stations and social media platforms. Witness history in the making and be part of a movement that dares to dream bigger, reach further, and achieve the unprecedented. New Force, Enidaswaba.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions.
And send tweets.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Joe 99.7 FM, the superstation. This is Showbiz A to Z. My name is Kwame Dadzie. Show brought to you by MTN everywhere you go. Superstar multi-food drink. Show produced by Philip Nye. Supported by Anita Tay. Now this September, starting from today, all roads lead to Cape Coast for the Ogwafe to Afashe. From today to 8th September, come and experience an explosion of culture in Ghana's biggest festival. It's going to be 8 days of historic memory-making events like the Acom Night and Night of Reverence at Cape Coast Castle, the Bakatwe Regatta, Royal Dinner with Otumfuo Osetu the Second and the Guest of Honor. Who is the Guest of Honor, yeah? And then Orange Friday. And the big climax is the Deba on Saturday, 7th September. For the first time this year, you can experience Afashe in the park, a 24/7 food, drink, and entertainment bazaar, which will run non-stop from 1st to 8th September at Bacano Beachfront. You can call 05960500600. Media partners are multimedia, so come and vibe with your favorite stars from our Dome FM, Joy FM, Hits FM. Ogwafe to Afashe is going to be 8 days of fun, culture, and merrymaking. See you there. Now, let go of the overpriced land, home ownership, and furnishing deals. Get the best deals for all your housing needs at one place. You can visit the EcoBank Joy News Mini Fair at Good Park near Crown Mall on 13th September to 15th September 2024. And the fair is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily, and admission is free. So be there and engage with the various stakeholders in the housing value chain for your home ownership needs. It's EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home. And it's in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and powered by the Plant City Extension Project. And also sponsored by Elegant Homes, Safety and Home Solution, G&J Technical Services, Deft Track Woodlands, DPS Pipes, Home World Building Supplies, Global Lighting Superlock, Everlast UPVC Windows and Doors, Syntex Tank, Lesh Fortune Limited, Built Free Solar Hybrid Air Conditions, DBS Roofing Industry, Virtual Security, Ubent Security Doors, Clifton Homes, and Tino Solutions. Now tomorrow, Pentecost Hour will be live on Joe 99.7 FM with the chairman, Apostle Eric Nyamecha. It's on tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. On Mondays in the morning on Hits FM, 5:30 a.m. on Joy Prime on Saturdays, 7 a.m. So tune in every Sunday, Monday, and Saturday as Apostle Nyamecha brings you life transforming truth but nourishes the soul, ignites passion, and restores hope in the nations. Church of Pentecost, we are possessing the nation for the Lord. Joy 99.7, the superstation. We've been talking about the importance of campaign songs on elections right here. We've spoken to Jack Alolome and Nicholas Omania Champon, who have done songs for NPP and NDC. Before I bring in Edem Mensah Chotome, and we have some more convos on this one, let me say a very good evening to you, KOD and Jibril Jagbesi. They've been listening to the show. And to add that there are some of these musicians who have performed on stages for various political parties, like Joyce Blessing, for example. Yeah. They're doing business, yeah, and the work of God. In the meantime, though, Nasi is out with a new song, and he tells me he has a number of songs to release. Ebiba. But this one is titled 24-Hour Economy. Hour economy. Nasi out with a new one for the NDC. And he tells me he has about 2 more to go. Campaign song season. Cocoa season. Campaign songpreneur. Happy birthday to you, DJ AKB, CEO of AKB TV, from all your friends. God bless you. Yes, still here on Joy 99.7 FM. Before I come to you, Chief, let me get to Edem. Edem, you've not spoken to the Nicholas and Jack Alolome's comments so far. Yes, what do you make of them?
Yeah, I think from their perspective, it's the love for the party. But what they should also, that is where the challenge is. They should be very circumspect, because whatever association because you're a brand, whatever brand that you associate with, that's what we call secondary brand association. There is a form of equity. And I mean, when there is equity involved and it's two brands coming together, then there's going to be that transfer of equity. So definitely there is some aspects of the political party's equity transferred to you and vice versa. So in doing so, you need to know that there will be ramification. And because of the ramification, you need to be very, very cautious with your choice of words. I mean, because integrity is very important. The fact that you are doing a song for a political party does not mean that you should sell your integrity and, I mean, do certain things which will later come to affect your brand. Because after the elections, where we say after election, no campaign, so it means your career must continue. So if you go and dirty yourself during the campaign period, then after the election, what happened to your brand? So artists who are going into that area should do that beautifully, so that they do not get themselves dirty themselves to the extent that when the election periods are over, it becomes like a dent on them. I mean, Nasir has done these things beautifully. Hardly will you hear Nasir on platforms, I mean, throwing tantrums and other things at the opponents. It's very crucial. Daddy Lumba, you know, and all of these people, at the end of the day, they still go ahead and do their songs. But when you go there and enter the gutter and go and do, because don't forget that as a brand, as a musician, I mean, perceived value is so crucial to you. Because the perceived value, I mean, if you lose that and you lose a lot of your equity, what do you convert to commercial value to make money for you? So artists need to be circumspect as they are cashing out.
Thank you, Eddie Mensah Chotama. He's a journalist with Spectator newspaper, and also Showbiz pundits there. Let me come to you, Django. Bogoble.
Yeah, man.
What advice do you have for creatives out there who maybe are thinking about affiliating themselves to political parties?
Okay, so the big man said it already.
Okay.
I'll say if you were doing it like the way Jack said, doing it out of love, you know, there are still some people who don't understand these things. Yeah, and they'll hate you for that. Yeah, but then if you are able to reverse the market, where Paluta can go on both stages and then sing for this one and sing for this one, that one you good to go. So me, I'll say just try and then reverse the markets, make them them reach out to you.
Okay.
Yeah, if you do it out of love, someone may not understand, but then if they reach out to you, you can even say Mayamadi, and then they came.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we should just keep doing it till they reach out to us.
All right, thank you, Bogo Blay. Now,
I mean,
Chief Moment. Yeah, you want to add something?
Yeah. I mean, Miss Tourism Ghana, this evening they are doing the regional costume and talent night.
Okay.
It's happening at the MJ Grand Hotel. So,
okay.
I mean,
awesome.
If you are close, go and support. Let's promote culture, our tourism. I mean, it's been amazing over a decade, and Mrs. Delphine has been championing this.
Okay.
So tonight at the MJ Grand Hotel, costume and talent night, Miss Tourism.
Thank you, Edem. Chief Moment.
Yes, I want to make a shameless plug for myself. You know, musicians are out there composing songs for the political parties. As you also know, I'm actually quite a composer and maybe quite a good musician. And so one of the serious political candidates has yet to have an identifiable song to his name. So I'm calling on Freedom Jacob Caesar.
Nice.
That I am available to be commissioned, you know, to create, you know, a song for him. Freedom Jacob Caesar. Freedom Jacob Caesar.
Nice one.
We will catch this portion and send to him.
We will cash out so that we can compose. Since his billboards are everywhere, his songs also need to be everywhere.
You see that?
That's true.
Anyway, he's launching his manifesto tomorrow, virtually.
Oh, it's tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
We'll see about that. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Chief Moomin, who is
yes.
Oh, before
wait.
Don't say it. Let me say it for you. Joe 99.7 FM Showbiz A to Z, and we spoke today about campaign songs. Yes, and the impact they have on the people. But there is something coming up from the stables of Chief Moomin. Yeah. And after a string of highly acclaimed international performances, the Manson world returns to Accra with a spectacular concert featuring music from our debut theatrical epic, Mansa Musa and the Trail of Lost Gold Chapter 1. Hey, now it's music, right? Music, okay, and this is happening on Saturday, 14 September, when we are having the manifesto debate on creative economy. Yeah, Alliance Française. So when we're done with the debate, we just head straight to the place. Live in performance is over 150 ensemble of musicians, singers, and dancers, delivering a magical fusion of traditional African and contemporary rhythms with our exciting original compositions. The concert marks the introduction of our Mansa African Continental Symphony Orchestra project, which is one of the major products that they are embarking on or developing from the Mansa world. Attendance is strictly by invitation and pre-registration. Please use the link below. Okay, so you can just go to eventbrite.com.
No, please.
That's not
as I said, this is a very exclusive event. For those who are interested, they may reach out to you or me, and we may send them the invites.
All right, thank you, Chief Mumin. Thank you, Bogo Blay, Ed Mesa, Robert Clark, Jakalolome, Omanie Champon, leaving you in the hands of Apietus, who says it is possible for the NPP.